What's going on, y'all? Today I got a video I want to show y'all about it's going to be on my two-way slasher. I want to show y'all why I think this is one of the best builds in the game. Personally, in my opinion, it's one of the best builds I've used. I feel like with this build, I have control on both ends of the floor. Like I can dominate both ends of the floor. So I'm going to try to get through both these clips quickly and just show y'all just some of the stuff that I can do. You see right here, first game, we're playing two Elite Ones and then a Superstar one. And then we have a Superstar 1, I'm a Superstar 2, and then we was playing with some random dude. I know Young Judo, but the other dude, Rockstar, he was a random on our team. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut through these clips and just analyze and tell y'all what's going on. So right here, first shot of the game, and missing, get that rebound. That's one thing I like about this build, too, is just easy to grab rebounds. This build literally can guard every build. I can guard the dribble cheeses, where you're going to see the next game, I guarded somebody who was pretty quick, knew what he was doing with the ball. And you see I completely shut him down. In this build, I can guard every position. Like I said, I can guard bigs, I can guard them quick guards. I'm just going to get through these clips and show y'all what I like about this build and why I think this is one of the best builds in the game. And one thing, the way I play with this build, too, is when I'm on park, I pretty much ISO with this build. The game plan with us is give me the ball. Everybody, y'all can go to the corner. I'm going to get my hop steps. If I can't get the hop step, then I'm going to kick it out. Most of the time, I get my hop step, too. To stop the hop steps this year, you have to have perfect position. You're not going to get perfect position every game, every time, unless you're real good at the game. So against most of these casual people, even some comp players, where, like, they're not going to be able to get that perfect position at every time. So the offense is generally me going hop step. If I don't have nothing, kick it out, pick and roll, just mix it up a little bit, do different things. But you see throughout these games how unstoppable my hop step is. So you see I'm coming down. Like, I can even dribble a little bit with this build. So right there, for example, I can get my hop step, kick it out, reset, get the ball back, and now I give him that open three. He ends up missing it. And go ahead and fast forward it. So this game, see, normally what we go by is no threes, because I was so confident in our offense that I'm fine trading buckets with the other team, because I'm more confident in us getting a stop than getting a stop against us. So our rule was stop, completely shut down all threes, give them the twos if we have to, and we'll go bucket for bucket with them if we have to. But this game, they ended up getting some threes, because we was playing with a random two, so they did end up getting those 3 points. A couple of 3-point shoot. We're down 13-6 here, but we do end up coming back. Right there, I try to do my hop step. I'm just going to fast forward this real quick. There you see he takes a three, and I think I get this rebound. No, I didn't get that rebound. You see right there, the defense closes out on me, kick it off for a three. That's another thing, too, with this build is when I'm playing somebody, I'm the main ball handler, and I come in and I'm doing my hop step. Once they see me scoring, they're going to start closing out on me. And then that's going to leave the three open. Now, when they close out on me and they go try to close out on the three because the three is wide open, it gives me perfect position for the rebound 90% of the time. So you see right here, easy hop step. Look at that. Like, you really can't. He even played pretty solid defense right here where he's in front of me. He's cutting me off from where I'm going, but I still just hop step right through him. So it's like animations like that where it's like it's almost impossible to stop. Like, this build literally feels like Giannis to me. I could do everything but shoot. So you see right here, I was messing around with him a little bit. He cut me off again, post up, post spin, hop step right by him. And I get my takeover literally every part game with this build. That's another good thing about this build is I get my takeover every time. And once I get my takeover, it becomes even worse. Once I get my takeover, I know we won the game. It's like, you couldn't stop me before. Now I got takeover, you really aren't going to stop me. Like, with this build, whenever I play with this build, I don't ever feel any pressure on offense or like defense on whoever I'm guarding. I don't ever feel nervous or feel like, oh, I really got to hit this shot. Or I really got to do it because it's simple. Like, I don't have to. It's just a simple little hop step. If it's there, I'm gonna dunk it. If not, I'm gonna kick it out. We're gonna reset because we're not gonna stop it every time. So in this clip, I'm not going to show too much of the defense, the defensive side of this one, because this game, the defense wasn't all that. I wasn't really guarding the ball either. But the next gameplay, I did guard the ball, and you see like how I just completely shut this dude down. You see that dude ends up taking a bad shot. We go down the court, and I get a bad turnover right there. He tries to pop a little midi, he misses that. This is another thing right here too, where even if you do, no, this is the part of the game I was thinking of. But right here, this is another thing too. I like the triple threat, where when I'm in the triple threat, I like to see how my matchup reacts. So you see, I'm jabbing to the left twice, seeing how he's react to it. Jabs to the right, he shifts over, and it just gives me a lane. That's another thing I like to do. A lot of people don't really use that in park, that triple threat. But if you know what you're doing, you can get yourself open off of that too. So that's another thing. I play with a lot of people and they always ask me why am I sitting at the 3 point line. One, it spaces out the floor, and two, I get more momentum going to the hoop. Because this build isn't the type of build where I'm just gonna post up and drop stuff and try to do stuff like that. I'm not really a back to the basket type of player. I like to go in and use my hop steps and get my momentum. That's just the type of player I am. It gives me more momentum doing that, just getting the ball from the top of the key. And you see right here, I end up getting the steal. One thing too I want to mention about guarding these builds too, like just a little tip for y'all, it's real easy. Whenever you're guarding somebody who's mainly the playmaking shot creators or just the people who really like to shoot, play on their off ball hand. Like play towards that side of the off ball hand. Because most of the time they're gonna, let's say I got the ball in my right hand and I cross over left, do the hezzy. I'm most of the time gonna go back to my right. That's how people play. Most of the time they're gonna go back to the off ball hand. They're gonna go back to the off hand. They're not gonna go towards the on hand because they don't get that speed, that same speed boost that they do. So whenever I'm playing people, like you see right here, how I end up playing this dude is I play him on his hip and on towards his offhand because that's where he wants to go. Most of the 90% of the community, or even 99% of the community, them ball handlers, they don't like to just run straight to the hoop. They always like going back to that offhand because it gives them that boost. So, and that's not for like the super comp players who obviously top players in 2K, they know what they're doing. They got different moves and stuff to score. They know what they're doing. But it's just for like the casual people, or even some like the good players in part. This applies to all of them. Most of them superstar twos and threes and people who play the game a lot. Most of them like to do that. Just go back to that offhand because it gives them that boost. So you see right there, we get an open three. He misses. I thought I was gonna grab that rebound. I didn't grab the rebound. You see right here, I end up playing this dude. So already I'm playing towards his left side. I just keep playing towards his offhand because I know he's gonna go back that direction. Another thing too is I play up super tight. Because like I said, my rule is we don't want no threes. We can go bucket for bucket, but we don't want them to get no threes. We don't want them to have the advantage. So we play up super tight. Play up super tight on them and just frustrate them. That's what it does too. When you're picking somebody up full court and playing them super tight, it frustrates them and it either forces them to make a bad pass or they just start playing frustrated, doing stupid things. So you see right there, I get the little poke ball free. We didn't get the steal, unfortunately. But the whole time I'm on his hip, on his side, just playing him super aggressive, super tight. Look at this right here. Coming down the court and just look, this momentum every time that hop step is going to give me a dunk. Unless like you're in perfect position, like you really have to be in perfect position to stop that hop step, and even then, it doesn't. You can't stop it every time. So right here, like I just like to, I want them to go into the paint. So that's what I do. I force them to go into the paint. So either I'm gonna get a chase down because I have chase down Hall of Fame, so they can't go back to the off ball, so they're not getting the same speed boost. So the only option they have is to just run straight or towards that on hand, the ball hand. And most of the time, I'm going to get a chase down. Now, let's say you don't have chase down, you can switch how you seen that last possession that I was just talking about, where young Judo came and picked up. Now, what you would do right there, if you don't have chase down, you would go straight to the corner. After you get beat, run straight to the corner and have your teammate come and pick up your man that's going to the hoop. Right there, we get an open three. You see the big man, he came out a little bit. So that gives me, like, I just run right by him. He came out a little bit, and it just gives me the easy opportunity for an offensive rebound. So I'm playing a full, and I don't even have clamps gold and nothing like that. I have clamps on bronze in the game, but and I'm just playing them up super tight, making sure they don't get no threes. You see, he's playing frustrated, forcing shots now because like that's what they like to do, like to shoot their threes. They don't like to go in the paint. And most of the builds that do focus on shooting don't even have that many finishing badges to begin with anyway. So it's never really hard to stop them once they get in the paint either. Now, if you're playing somebody who really knows what they're doing and they can time that mid-range shot and they start hitting the mid-range jumper off dribble, yeah, it's going to be tough. They might hit every shot, but I'd rather have them get the two because I know 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna get that two right back. So right here, here's another part of my game too that I like to use is that this baseline because they're so used to the bigs are so used to me doing hop steps that they give me space going baseline, even though that was pretty cheesy and glitchy right there where I got that. But majority of the time when I'm going baseline, they give me the space to go baseline because they think I'm a hop step. That's another lethal part of this build too, is being able to use that hop step. I mean that baseline. So there's a couple of different things I have with this player that I like to use where people get used to me doing hop steps and I start switching it up a little bit. You see right there, another easy bucket. And the whole game, I was just playing this dude super tight, making sure he don't get no threes. Right there, 2K finesse him a little bit. It should have been a hoop. And like I said, once I get my takeover, it's a wrap. There's you couldn't stop me before. You definitely gonna stop me when I got my takeover. Right there, he throws up another shot. It's contested. But this build it can guard it. The only build I've really ever had problems guarding was them like pure post scorer builds or someone who's got like drop stepper Hall of Fame and all that. But that's only because I didn't have the badges to stop that quick. But even then, it's not a guaranteed bucket for them every time. You might catch me a couple times with the animation, but again, it's not a guaranteed bucket for them. Whereas I feel like with me and the hop step or just going baseline or just sizing them up and creating a lane for myself, I feel like I have every possession I feel like I'm gonna score. Or even if I don't score, there's some type of help. For me, scoring so much, there's always going to be some type of help defense that's going to leave my teammates open. Right there, I tried to get a contact dunk. I had my badge. I wanted to try and dunk on him, but it didn't work out the way I wanted to. Another thing, too, is a lot of times, I don't know if it's been any of my previous gameplays or even in this one, but a lot of times I have an open, straight up dunk and I will still hop step because even though I have just a straight up dunk, some 2K be finessing, so I always take the hop steps because I can be wide open to hop step and still get a quick straight dunk to the hoop. So most of the time I do my hop steps and take that dunk to the hoop, or it gives me time to pass the ball out. But you see right here, I'm pretty sure, like right here, I should have hop stepped because look at this. For an example, that dude is a playmaking shot creator, and he stopped me from dunking the ball or laying it up, and he's a playmaking shot creator. You see, they're looking for the three, and we just completely shut that down. Get this nice little block on him right there. And that's the game. That's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. I'm out.